She was a princess used as a pawn in European politics, until she found love and lost it in the most tragic way. Margaret of Austria was born in 1480, the daughter of Emperor Maximilian I and Mary of Burgundy. From birth, she was a valuable piece in Europe's political chess game. At just 2 years old, she was betrothed to the Dauphin of France, Charles, a move meant to secure peace between France and the Habsburgs. She was even sent to France to be raised as a future queen. But politics can be cruel. When Charles chose to marry someone else, Margaret was sent home humiliated but wiser. In 1497, she married John, Prince of Asturias, heir to the Spanish throne. It was another alliance meant to unite Spain and the Habsburgs. But just months later, John died suddenly, leaving her a widow at only 17. She was pregnant, but her child was stillborn. It was her second heartbreak before adulthood. By 1501, politics brought her into another marriage, this time to Philibert II, Duke of Savoy. Savoy was a small but strategically vital duchy controlling Alpine routes between France and Italy. For the Habsburgs, having a trusted ally in Savoy was a political necessity. Philibert was young, handsome, and charming, nicknamed the Handsome. Unlike her previous marriages, this one had warmth. The two were close in age, shared courtly pleasures, and by all accounts, enjoyed each other's company. But Margaret wasn't just a decorative duchess. When she arrived in Savoy, she quickly proved her political skill. Philibert's half-brother had been heavily influencing the duchy's affairs. Margaret swiftly removed him from power. She began making key decisions herself, overseeing trade, taxation, and diplomatic relations. Philibert, more interested in hunting and feasting, allowed her to take the reins. It was rare in the 1500s for a woman to wield such open authority, but Margaret was no ordinary duchess. In September 1504, the couple went on a hunting trip. Philibert, only 24 years old, suddenly fell ill, likely from pleurisy or pneumonia. Within days, he was dead. In Margaret's arms, she was devastated. Contemporary accounts say she was so overcome with grief that she tried to throw herself from a window. Eventually, she embalmed Philibert's heart, keeping it in a golden casket near her for the rest of her life. Her court poet gave her a new title, La Dame de Doyle, the Lady of Mourning. After Philibert's death, Margaret stayed in Savoy for a while, managing affairs for the ducal court. But in 1506, her brother Philip, the handsome King of Castile, died, leaving young children, including the future Emperor Charles V. The Habsburg family needed someone capable to govern the Netherlands until Charles came of age. In 1507, Margaret was appointed regent of the Netherlands. She would hold that position, with only one short interruption, for more than 2 decades. As regent, Margaret became one of the most skilled female rulers of the Renaissance. She negotiated treaties, managed wars, balanced trade, and raised her nephew Charles into one of the most powerful rulers in history. But despite her political brilliance, she never remarried. She wore black for the rest of her life, honoring Philibert's memory until her own death in 1530. Margaret of Austria's life was shaped by politics but defined by love and loss. From a pawn on Europe's chessboard to a queen in everything but name, she remains one of history's most remarkable women.